There are moments in the automotive world when a car arrives not as an evolution, not as a refinement, but as a rupture in the timeline. A break so profound you can almost feel the earth tilt beneath your feet. The 2026 BMW X9 is that rupture, not a stretched sibling of the X7. Not another luxury SUV crafted to please affluent families chasing prestige and comfort. No. This is something altogether different, bolder, darker, more deliberate. Draped in a haunting dark matte blue, the X9 doesn't whisper sophistication, it casts a spell. The first time I saw it, broad-shouldered and ominous under the lights, it didn't look designed. It looked summoned. A predator sculpted from shadow and steel. It isn't beautiful in the traditional sense, it's compelling. It pulls your gaze and refuses to let go. You don't see a vehicle, you see presence, power, intent. From the very first glance, the X9 doesn't greet you, it confronts you. No handshake, no soft introduction. It seizes your attention by the collar. The design language defies BMW's own history, a rebellion forged in metal. The iconic grille remains, still massive, still unmistakably BMW, but reshaped into something far more menacing. Its edges are honed, its structure tighter, integrated like an armored gate that guards what lies within. Flanking it, the headlamps razor-thin, surgical cut through the night with precision rather than decoration. And then, the paint. That dark matte blue. It doesn't reflect the world, it devours it. Under some lights, it seems like solidified shadow. Under others, liquid metal. It's the kind of finish that makes you hesitate to touch it, as if it might burn with its depth. This isn't mere aesthetics. This is intimidation translated into form, color, and silence. Walking around the X9 feels unreal. BMW has taken the mass of a 3-row SUV and turned it into something that doesn't look heavy, it looks powerful. The roofline doesn't slope, it dives, slicing toward the rear with the confidence of a coupe. Its shoulders are impossibly wide, commanding, dwarfing rivals like the Mercedes GLS or Audi Q series, making them seem hesitant in comparison. The doors are long, unbroken panels of discipline, no clutter, no fuss. Just pure surface tension that makes light dance dramatically across the matte blue skin. And the wheels. Massive black alloys with intricate, almost weapon-like spoke patterns, less like rims, more like relics from a forgotten war machine. At the rear, aggression gives way to poise. The tail lights stretch thin, glowing like crimson threads, draw your eyes across the width. The spoilers blend seamlessly into the body, subtle, but sure of themselves. Exhausts vanish into the form. Because noise isn't the message, presence is. The X9 isn't BMW pretending to be Rolls-Royce or Bentley. It isn't a palace on wheels. It's a cathedral of power. Step inside, and the mood shifts. The menace of the exterior gives way to calm dominance. The cabin is drowned in black, but not a dead, flat black. It's deep, layered, tactile. The leather is impossibly soft, yet resilient. Carbon fiber runs through the interior like veins of purpose, a reminder of the performance pulsing underneath. The dashboard flows as a single sculpted surface, clean, intentional, uninterrupted. BMW's latest curved display wraps across the driver's view, glowing like the interface of a spacecraft, crisp, intelligent, alive. The seats aren't just supports, they're sanctuaries. Bolstered for command, padded for indulgence. You don't sit in them, you're cradled by them. Every stitch, every seam, feels obsessively thought out. Ambient lighting seeps gently from hidden lines, soft, warm, never artificial. It doesn't shine, it breathes. Even the air vents are crafted like jewelry. Slim, symmetrical, operated by metallic switches that move with the precision of a watchmaker's mechanism. Then there's the silence. Close the doors, and the world outside ceases to exist. It's not quiet, it's void. An engineered absence of chaos. When the engine stirs, it doesn't shatter that peace, it completes it. The hybrid V8 rumbles with authority, not arrogance. It's controlled thunder, reminding you it's there without ever demanding applause. The X9 doesn't roar for attention, it commands respect. Driving it borders on the supernatural. Despite its size, the X9 feels as though it bends physics to its will. Steering is unnervingly sharp. body control surgical, acceleration immediate, relentless. The hybrid system delivers torque like an electric storm, surging forward, not with violence, but with inevitability. The numbers matter less than the sensation. It doesn't launch, it ascends. Smooth, seamless, unstoppable. You don't drive it, you're carried by it, like a current you can't resist. In corners, the illusion deepens. The active suspension reads the road in real time, flattening body roll, giving you grip that feels impossible for a machine this large. For a fleeting second mid-turn, you forget what you're in. You forget the size, the mass, the physics. You feel only precision. That's where the X9 stands apart. Mercedes delivers comfort. Audi offers composure. But BMW gives you control, distilled and uncompromising. Yet it's not all domination. The X9 also pampers like few others. The rear cabin is an experience of its own legroom, bordering on excessive, seats reclining like thrones. Displays built seamlessly into the front seatbacks. The leather continues stitched, perforated, perfect. Even the headliner is wrapped in Alcantara, soft and dark, turning the space into something between a jet cabin and a private lounge at dusk. The sound system doesn't play music, it paints with it. Every note precise, immersive, alive. Technology, too, feels invisible in its refinement. Gesture controls respond instinctively. AI navigation anticipates rather than reacts. And the autonomous modes handle themselves with uncanny grace. But the true brilliance lies in how little you notice them. The systems don't shout, they serve. Everything feels intuitive, preemptive. Like the X9 is reading your intentions. Off-road? The skeptics will smirk until it moves. Adaptive air suspension, torque vectoring, and terrain response systems come alive, giving this beast finesse in mud, snow, or gravel. It doesn't conquer terrain to prove itself, it does it because limitation isn't in its vocabulary. And then comes the realization. The X9 isn't simply a vehicle. It's a declaration. A statement that BMW no longer plays within categories, it creates new ones. This isn't a luxury SUV. It's not a performance crossover. It's a vision of what happens when a brand stops following its own rules. The X9 doesn't compete with the GLS, Q8, or Bentayga. It renders them irrelevant. As I stepped away and looked back, the dark matte blue silhouette stood silent, absorbing light, absorbing everything. It didn't look like a car waiting to be driven. It looked like something meant to be remembered. The 2026 BMW X9 isn't just another addition to the lineup. It's a milestone, a new point of reference, a moving shadow that will haunt every rival who dares to follow. This is the BMW that defines an era. The X9 isn't just part of the future. It is the future. And once you've seen it, nothing else looks the same again.